What's up, people? King Power Stadium is about to host Academy Cup, Holiday Cup action, group stage. This is the first game for each team. Leicester versus the Spurs. Leicester in the blue, Spurs in the white. Spurs definitely dominating league play right now. They're undefeated in league play. 5 wins, 4 draws, no losses at 19 points. On the converse, Leicester's 3-1-4 at 10 points. So Leicester hasn't played great in league play. Tottenham's been basically unbeatable. Joe Chapman's been leading the way. Absolute in beast mode right now. He's got 5 goals and 5 assists. Morgan DeMarco has 3 goals. Morgan DeMarco also has 2 assists. For Leicester, Leicester's been led by Jack Shepherd with 2 goals, Adamani with 2 goals. You got Fell and Adebayor with both the two assists apiece. This is definitely a game. It's going to be interesting to watch the high-powered offense of Tottenham against this, what most people in the league think is a really good Leicester defense. Well, let's look at Leicester. Riley Jones in goal, Quiroz, Burbage, Bramble Jr., and Sharkman. In the middle, you got Ayers, Talang, and Fell, 3 good ones. Up top, you've got Mani and Adebayor, along with Jack Shepherd at striker. Burbage with the captain's band. I love this team. I love this Leicester team. They're a tough luck loser a lot. They've won a couple of games 1-0. They've lost a game 1-0. They've drawn 1-1. Lots of close games. Here's James Hamilton, big guy in the backfield from Australia. Dunn, Narang, Ferris, and Blundred in the back. Fletcher and DeMarco in the middle in this 4-2-4. Bolton, Chapman, Coy, and Sapuzzo, the new addition to the Spurs up top. Chapman with the captain's band. Sapuzzo, stud. That's all I can say about him. When you put Sapuzzo on the Spurs, who are already kicking butt, it's going to be really hard to stop this Spurs team. But if anybody can do it, it's probably one of these Leicester teams because they play a lot of defensive schemes. They've got big guys in the back. They've got Talang. They've got Fell. They've got Ayers. I mean, they've got Burbage. And look at, you could see Bramble Jr., how big he is in the back. And you got the little guy, Sharkman Palmer, who's just filled with a lot of energy. So it's going to be an interesting game of strategies to watch here. There's Cash Narang out to Blundred. The wavy red-headed locks of Fred Blundred down at the bottom puts it up to Sapuzzo. Sapuzzo definitely a huge add for this Spurs team. I think he might be the only guy in the league from Chile. But he's a big guy, 6'1", 187. He's got 3 career goals, 1 career assist. Nice play there by Burbage. And Bramble Jr. clears it out. Biddy found some success in the Irish League. He had an assist there for Dundalk. Always seemed to be in the middle of the play. But since coming over to the English League, he's had a lot of success. He scored a couple of goals for Newcastle. He's already got 1 goal for Tottenham earlier this week. Easy save there. Looked like Fletcher on Jones. Nice play by Riley. Bramble Jr. playing it out the back. There's Talang with his sweet haircut in honor of his grandpa. One of my favorite guys in the league. Sharkman. Nice play there to control that ball and keep it in. Sharkman's one of the new guys in this league, but he's instantly made a difference to this Leicester team by coming on it. I think he's going to be one of those guys that's just going to be a dominant force in the back. Flags up on Sharkman. He's going to be a dominant force back there for a long time. I mean, when you come into a league and you tell everybody your nickname is Sharkman, I mean, you better be good, right? You better have some skills. And luckily for the Leicester fans, Sharkman definitely has some skills. He's not the biggest guy, but he's definitely got skills. And when I say he's not the biggest guy, I mean he is 5'11". But usually the guys in the back like that, a little bit taller. But he's definitely built out. He's 190 plus pounds at 5'11", built a little bit like a tank. Very aggressive player. And that's what Leicester and the management like. Adebayor with the ball here for the Foxes. Down to Quiroz. Harrison fell. There's Shepard. Adebayor takes a shot from outside the box. Sails over the crossbar. Looks like Hamilton pretty much had that tracked. Decided to keep his hands in. Now you want to talk about a big guy. Let's talk about the keepers in this game. Hamilton and Jones. I mean, normally you like a big keeper, right? 17th minute here, 0-0. You like a big keeper. But Hamilton, he's 6'4", 195. That's a big boy. And guess what? On the flip side for Leicester, you got Riley Jones, another big boy. He's 6'4", 182. So some of the biggest keepers in the league playing in this game. You can see why both teams have a promising future with both of these keepers. Jones is from England. Biddy Sapuzzo puts the ball in. Chapman lets it go over. Bulletin takes a strike and puts it in the back of the net. Chapman decided to be unselfish there. Hopped over that pass right onto the foot of Bulletin. And Champagne Bulletin knocks it home. Looked like there's a little bit of bank off of Jones. It looked like he made the initial save there. Yeah, just bent his hand back. Too much pace on that shot by Bulletin. Nice play there by Jones to get a hand on it, because that was point-blank range rifling. And the Spurs take the 1-0 lead. Fletcher, Sapuzzo, and company celebrate with Mr. Jacob Bulletin, the American from California with the cool Patrick Swayze haircut. So Leicester down 1-0 here to the Spurs. Opening game for both teams in the Holiday Cup. Again, both teams will play 8 games in group play. With the top 4 teams in each group advancing. So there's 2 groups, 5 teams in each group. The bottom team in group play will be eliminated. And then the initial round for the quarterfinals gets seeded. So based on your results in league play, that will define who you're going to play in the first round, in the quarterfinals. So 28th minute here. Tottenham leading 1-0. th minute. Possession definitely in favor of Leicester. 54-46. Teams quietly exchanging the ball here towards midfield. This game has gotten sleepy all of a sudden. Sapuzzo to Blundred. Either team really pressing here. A lot of play in the midfield. Chapman tries to keep that ball in. Nice ball into the back of the box there. Chris Dunn was trying to drop that ball in. Here's Biddy. Biddy to DeMarco. DeMarco and Fletcher have been quiet so far in this game. That probably won't last long. There's a shot. Wow. I mean, Leo Coy gets that ball, takes a terrible shot, gets the deflection that comes right back to him, and blasts it into the left side of the net. Watch this. Sapuzzo, DeMarco, he takes a terrible shot there. Bramble gets his foot out there, drops right back to Coy, and Coy one-times it right off the grass and puts it home past Riley Jones. Jones didn't stand a chance on that ball. He was already starting to make the dive from the first bad shot by Coy. But look at that. Tottenham gets something from Leo Coy, who's been relatively quiet for this team this season. 2-0, Spurs. That's his first goal of the season for Leo Coy. And to be quite honest, when you go through his stats, that's his first career goal. Leo Coy, congratulations, first career goal in the Super Simulation Soccer League here, putting Tottenham up 2-0 over Leicester, 42nd minute. Holiday Cup group play, game 1 for both teams. Sharkman tries to put a ball in. Hamilton cuts it off. The sweet ponytail by Hamilton from the land down under. So Ayers and company go back to trying to find some momentum to get back into this game.
The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of 3 minutes.
We're going to head into this game. It looks like 2-0 Spurs. Spurs have definitely put some pressure on this Leicester team. Possession's kind of been pretty even, I would think. Ball's into Chapman. Chapman takes a quick shot. Bramble Jr. had lost Chapman there for a second, but nice play by Riley Jones. He snuck in behind Bramble. Outstretched arm by Jones. Mourinho not happy. He thought Chapman should have put that ball away. DeMarco on the corner, drops it in. Blundred tried to head it. Just sailed over his head. Adebayor ends up clearing it. And we go into the halftime locker rooms here with the Spurs pretty much in control. And there's Leo Coy. He's got a goal. He's got a couple of shots. Both shots of his on target. Got a little smirk there from Coy. Coy definitely excited to notch his first goal. And there we said that the possession was pretty even. There it is, 50-50. Definitely a lot more shots there. Leicester's done a great job passing, man. They got 94% pass rating. But, you know, passing it back and forth to yourself isn't going to score goals. So Leicester's definitely going to need somebody to step up and get this thing going if they're going to try to remain in this team. You can see Brendan Rodgers over there on the sidelines for the Foxes yelling some instructions to his guys. And here we are, Spurs again, right outside the box. Bulletin tried to cross that one, but blocked by Talang. Fletcher and Coy playing catch here. Burbage with the ball in the clear out. Palmer's had a lot of touches here for Leicester, and there he is again at the bottom of the screen, trying to make a run. He's got a lot of space down there. Kind of beat Chris Dunn to the punch. Nice drag back by Palmer. Palmer dumps it into Adebayor. Adebayor is looking for somebody. Tries to hit the back. Not much going there. They had an opportunity, but the cross by Adebayor went a little long. And Adamani tried to head the ball back into play, but ended up being a turnover. And here's Blundred with space. Quiroz is definitely molesting him over there. Ball into the box. Chapman's there. Just couldn't get it onto the end of his foot quick enough. Back out to Dunn. Dunn back to Chapman. Spurs pressing again. Fletcher in the box. Fletcher with the cross to Bolotin, and Bolotin absolutely unmarked. Middle of the box. Looked like Bramble Jr. lost his man again. They're putting a lot of pressure on Bramble Jr. in this game, and the youngster isn't living up to the expectation of the manager right now. Fletcher just with a nice drop right into the box. Bramble Jr. caught flat-footed, and that's another absolute sitter by Bolotin. Bramble Jr. definitely frustrated. Mourinho excited. 3-goal game so far by the Spurs. Bolotin with another goal here today. Man, if they get Bolotin hot, this team's going to be impossible. So we've already got a switch. When you're up 3-0, let's take some of your stars out. You got Morgan DeMarco coming out here. Looks like it might have been Camden Chapman coming into the game. Trying to confirm here. Yep, definitely Chapman in the game. Bolotin now has 4 goals on the season. That will make him with 9 career goals. He was a scoring machine at Shamrock. Even though Shamrock was pretty poor in the Irish League, he was definitely a scoring machine. Nice play by Blundred. Keeping that ball off net. Rebound found. Another shot right into Hamilton's gut. Hamilton clears it out. So Bolotin, yeah, he had 5 goals in the Irish League. Had a brace against Dundalk. And he now has 3 goals here coming into this game, with another 2 here in this game for Tottenham. 5 career goals now for Tottenham. 7 career goals. Make that 9 career goals for Jacob Champagne Bolotin, the Californian. So really what it's about now for Leicester is trying to get some of the momentum to head into the next cup game, because it'll take an absolute miracle here in the 65th minute to steal a point here. Curler into Mani. Mani heads it in. Wow. Mani with the beautiful header. The curler came in. It was long. Mani jumped over there, saved the ball from going out of bounds on the pass. Heads a perfect header to Ayres. Ayres wide open in the box and heads it past a diving Hamilton. Ayres all alone in the box. That's a beautiful header past a diving Hamilton. But a wonderful play there by Mani. Mourinho not happy. Hamilton's clean sheet's gone. Brandon Ayres with the goal. Ayres with the sweet Australian mullet. Another guy in the league from Australia. Ayres is one of those guys, he's just going to be solid all around. That's his 3rd career goal. 2nd career goal. Make that the 3rd career goal for Leicester. He scored last week against Liverpool. So a goal from the midfield here for Leicester. I wouldn't be shocked to see the Spurs try to park it a little bit. Don't want to lose this opportunity. Bolotin with the ball. He's sitting on a brace right now. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to slow things down, though, but the way they're playing right now, they're still planning on pressing the ball up. Chapman with the ball outside of the box. Dumps it down to the other Chapman. Chapman into the Coy. Coy drops it out to Bolotin. Bolotin with the cross. Blundred keeps it in. Sapuzzo with the ball in the box. Chapman with the ball in the box. Wow. Nice play by Sapuzzo getting the ball to the captain. The captain tried to head that ball in the back of the net and just missed. Nice save by Riley Jones, who's been absolutely under pressure all game. I think Chapman could have controlled that ball and took a shot, but nonetheless, we've got Bolotin on the corner here. Blundred, big shot there by, it looked like Ferris. Ball's like a pinball in this game all of a sudden. Leo Coy's coming out. Fans give Coy a hand. Visiting fans, Brandon Lawrence is coming in for the Spurs. Lawrence, another one of those guys a lot of people have high opinions on. But he's been sitting the bench for the last couple of games for the Spurs with Sapuzzo's arrival. Lawrence is going to need to work hard in training to try to get this spot back. Lawrence is a guy that can score goals. Blunder it in the box to Lawrence. Lawrence couldn't find his footing, and back come Leicester. Time running out here for the Foxes, though. Quiroz at the top of your screen dumps it back to Adebayor. Here comes the cross in. Nicely played by Ferris and Narang. Hamilton trying to waste a few seconds off the clock here. There's Lawrence touching the ball here. Fletcher back to Lawrence. Lawrence tried to maintain the ball, lost control. 84th minute. Definitely looks like the Spurs are going to move into 3 points here. Here comes Monty. Maybe they can get back into this game in the waning seconds here. Monty tries the curler, trying to find Adebayor on the other side. Looked like it was last touched by Adebayor. And Shepard, looked like a double subs here. We got Adamson and Akshay Shrivastava coming in. There's Akshay coming in for Leicester. Nice play out there by Bulletin clearing that ball. Chapman tries to control it. Nice play. Fletcher with the ball. So you could pretty much kiss this game goodbye here as Narang showing he's got some skills dribbling the ball out of the backfield. Bulletin still on this brace. Looking towards Lawrence, who's trying to find a opening here. There's Lawrence in the box. Lawrence puts it in the back of the net. There it is. Nice pass by Bulletin. Lawrence, who we were just talking about in the broadcast, who's going to need to step it up in training to find a starting spot back on this team, just puts the ball right off Riley Jones. Riley Jones has had a tough game, bless the guy's heart. He's just been completely under fire. Most of these shots are coming from point-blank range. I mean, no one has the reflexes to try to get on these balls. Nobody. So you got to hand it to Riley Jones, who's been pressed all game long. This game could easily be 7-8-0 or 8-1. But Jones has definitely tried his best to keep him in the game. 90th minute goal by Brandon Lawrence.
There will be a minimum of 3 minutes.
Tough game for Leicester. Big game for the Spurs. This is just two teams that kind of headed in different directions here to start the league. Brandon Lawrence has got to be excited. The little guy, 5'7", jumping up, beating the defender with the header, putting that ball away. Whistle's going to come any second here. This game's going to end 4-1 in favor of the Spurs here at King Power Stadium. And there's your whistle. The Boo Birds in full force here for the Foxes. There's Bulletin, likely the man of the match for this squad. Chapman and Sapuzzo congratulating him. And there's Bulletin. 2 goals for Champagne. 9 career goals in the Super Simulation Soccer League. Great start. Bulletin, the 22 and 56, Coy at the 39, Lawrence at the 90, and then Ayers with the header at the 67 for the Foxes. So let's quickly go in to the numbers of this match that was, at least on the scoreboard, dominated by the Spurs. Spurs definitely ended up dominating control, dominating the shots on target. So let's quickly go into these. Match ratings. Ayers with the 80, Monty with the 80. There's your goal by Ayers. Here, beautiful assist by Monty. Talang looked pretty solid overall. But that backfield, terrible. Riley Jones did make 6 saves on the day. There's your man of the match, Jacob Bulletin. 9.3. Biddy Sapuza with the 8.6. Fletcher looked great. Fletcher's just solid always. Fred Blundred with the 8.2. Here's your goals. 2 by the Champagne Man, 1 by Lawrence, and 1 by Coy. Here are your assists. Biddy Sapuzo knocked 1 in. DeMarco knocked 1 in. Bulletin and Fletcher also added. Lots of shots on target for this team. Blundred looked good on the dribble. So did Dunn. The backfield looked magnificent for them. Narang and Ferris, great. Blundred with a tackle. Actually, make that Ferris with a tackle. So was Biddy Sapuzo. And there's 2 Hamilton saves. He wishes he would have made that third, but there wasn't much he could do about it. All in all, I gotta say I was impressed by the Spurs. Lots of action in this game. Pretty clean game, no injuries, no bookings, and 5 total goals. So, Spurs go with 3 points here on the opening group stage game for both of these teams. And Leicester still looking for their first point. This is Joe Chapman signing off for the Super Simulation Soccer League. Thanks for being a part of this. Thanks for everything. Look forward to a bunch of more Academy Cup, Holiday Cup games coming up. Have a great day.